To use the gyro sensor, you're probably going to use it in your code to have the gyro sensor tell the robot when to stop. So let's kind of simulate this by taking the move block, dragging and dropping, and I'm going to turn right by changing this to a -50. So now I'm turning right because my B motor is going +50, my C motor is going -50, and I want to stop turning at 45 degrees. In this case, I'm going to go to the orange flow control, and I'm going to choose this weight block. When we drag it up here, it's going to say time for seconds. I did forget one last thing. In this mode selector, instead of just having it go for one rotation, I just want to go, instead of a unit, I just want it to be on. And then this is where the weight block will come in handy, because in the mode selector, I'm actually going to drop down the gyro sensor, and I'm going to go to change, and I'm going to click on angle. This is where you get the options for, do I want an increase, change, decrease, or a change in increase or decrease. It comes set at any change, whether it's positive or negative. I'm going to leave it at that. And here, instead of 10 degrees, I'm going to put it at 45 and hit enter. And then what I want to have happen is it's going to turn right until the gyro sensor gets a reading of 45 degrees, and at which point it will stop. Just to make sure, I'm going to go back to my move tank here, put it afterwards, and then hit off, in hopes that it's going to wait until it hits there, and then it's going to turn off the motors. One other helpful thing to do is to go into the yellow section here, go to the gyro sensor at the start, and you want to hit a reset, because sometimes when you put it down, it might register that turn that you do to the robot when you're putting it down to start the mat. So a good first thing to do is to put in this, in the mode selector, go to reset, so that way it's going to zero it out, so that way when you turn, it'll be a true 45 degrees. Because if you set it to turn 45 degrees and you put your robot down and the gyro sensor gets a reading of a 10-degree turn, because you spun it when you put it down from your original position when you turn it on, this will turn, and then you'll only get a 35-degree turn, because this is already set to 10. So the best thing to do for your code is to go to mode selector and hit reset to zero it out, in which case, as soon as the program starts, that gyro sensor is going to be zeroed out. It'll start turning and stop at 45, and again, we're going to ask it to brake. Notice the difference here, though, that this is a yellow sensor block to reset, and this orange one here is a wait, where we're saying, all right, wait for the input from the gyro sensor to tell us that we're at 45, and then we'll shut the motors down. Good luck.